Ukraine invades Russia, and this is not a joke. The armed forces of Ukraine advanced deep into the Russian territory for 35 kilometers, according to the Institute of Study of War. Russian dictator Vladimir Putin is shocked, he is paralyzed, because he did not expect such a scenario. He did not expect Ukraine's offensive inside Russia, as well as Russia's military commanders and General Valery Gerasimov. According to the Institute of Study of War, the armed forces of Ukraine continue to advance deep into the Russian territory in the Kursk region of Russia. Also, there have been reports that the Russian side was not prepared for that. The defense lines were not prepared for this attack in the Kursk region. A Russian dictator and Russian commanders did not expect such scenario. Bloomberg reported that some representatives of the Russian intelligence had warned General Valery Gerasimov about this development, but he refused and he did not took it seriously, and that's why Ukraine could move forward so quickly and to make such rapid advances deep inside Russia. And Ukrainian armed forces advanced 35 kilometers deep into the Kursk region of Russia. In some areas, in other areas we have seen, and there have been reports about the 20 or 25 kilometers advances by the Ukrainian army deep into the Kursk region of the Russian side. Also, the Institute of Study of War believes that Ukrainian units can carry maneuvers, and there have been lots of maneuvers by the Ukrainian army. They have successfully omitted lots of Russia's troops and their strongholds in the Kursk region. That's why many Russian soldiers have been already killed or wounded. Also, several Russia's columns and several Russia's units have been destroyed, and also there have been information about the active work of Ukraine's air defense systems in the Kursk region. They have intercepted some Russia's air units and some Russia's air units in the air and air tools and some helicopters. In addition to the Washington Post also in the meantime reports that there is a first big success of the Ukrainian army in this offensive operation deep inside Russia. Ukrainian army now controls Sudzha gas measuring station. It is important facility of the critical infrastructure. This facility has been captured by the Ukrainian army, and now it is controlled by Ukraine. This facility is the Sudzha gas measuring station, and on this facility there is a big flow of gas from Russia to Europe. It is the last point, the last checkpoint of gas stations, the last gas station in the Russia before the Ukrainian border, and Ukraine could have a leverage on that and to use this station as a bargaining chip during the negotiations, for example, and could influence the gas supplies from the Russia to Europe. Even they could try to stop the gas supplies from Russia to Europe. It's all now it's all depends on the decision of the Ukrainian government, President Zelensky. The Economist also reported about the recent lies of the Russia's top general Valery Gerasimov. Said that all Ukrainian troops have been stopped in the Kursk region. However, it is not a true information. It is a lie, because lots of units of the Ukrainian army continue its advances deep inside Russia, and some units have advanced for deep inside Russia for even 35 kilometers. And the Economist reported that Russian side did not expect such scenario, and Ukraine has successfully maintained and sustained operational security and secrecy of these plans and this planned operation, also about planning such an operation. Also, the Economist had had a discussion and had a conversation with the representatives of the Ukrainian General Staff on the condition of anonymity. Ukrainian General Staff said that the Russian side does not have lots of options to do. They have to make some difficult decisions, because they have to decide whether they would move their troops from the battleground, from the war zone in the east of Ukraine to the Kursk region, or whether they would use the strategic reserve of the Russian Federation, which is located inside Russia. However, this strategic reserve does not have enough experience and war experience to counter Ukraine's and to stop Ukraine's advances. So lots of difficult decisions are Russian commanders face lots of difficult decisions ahead. Also, Bloomberg believes that Ukraine's offensive deep inside Russia undermines Putin's image, his image of Putin, which was created by Kremlin. It undermines the security of Russian Federation and undermines Vladimir Putin as a Russian president who can maintain security in Russia, because it shows that Vladimir Putin cannot sustain and keep Russia in safe and maintain security in the Russian Federation. Also, it shows the incompetence of the Russian army, because they couldn't stop Ukraine's advances, and at the beginning of this offensive operation they couldn't even launch a counter-offensive, or they couldn't even establish a defensive posture in the Kursk region. In the meantime, the world and the West is reacting to recent Russia's actions and to Ukraine's offensive operation inside Russia, and the fear of escalation has suddenly disappeared in the Pentagon. The Pentagon is not against this offensive operation inside Russia. Pentagon does not have any objections on this topic, on this issue, and regarding Ukraine's offensive operation inside Russia. And this was stated by Pentagon Deputy Spokesperson Sabrina Singh. She said that Ukraine is fighting for its freedom and is for its sovereign state. That's why this Ukraine's offensive operation inside Russia does not. It is going according to the long-standing U.S. policy on Ukraine, and it does not contradict U.S. policy regarding Ukraine. That's what representatives of Pentagon said earlier. Also, the Washington Post reported that Ukraine now was trying to keep and to get this permission from the United States to strike deep inside Russia with long-range US-made missile ATACMS. This information has been reported by the Washington Post. During this offensive operation, Ukraine now is trying to get this permission and to finally use US-made ATACMS systems against targets deep inside Russia. And now there are lots of negotiations which are going on in Kyiv and in Washington, and Ukrainian officials are trying to finally get this permission and to strike deep inside Russia with US-made ATACMS missiles, with long-range variants of these missiles. Also, we have seen, and there have been reports about the recent statement from Germany on Ukraine's offensive operation against Russia. The chairman of the Defense Committee of Bundestag, Markus Faber, said that Ukraine could use German-made weapons inside Russia during its offensive operation inside Russia. He said that when German weapons transfer to Ukraine, then they are Ukrainian weapons. Markus Faber also said that it applies to all materials which have been provided to Ukraine, also to Leopard 2 tanks. Faber says that Ukraine could use Leopard 2 tanks, even those tanks, inside Russia during its offensive operation. He said that the territory of both states, of Ukraine and Russia, today are war zones. That's why Ukraine can use its own weapons and also the German weapons against target inside Russia according to the international law. In the meantime, we have seen new reports about Kamala Harris' lead over Donald Trump. Kamala Harris is leading Trump in two separate independent polls. The first poll was conducted by the Ipsos Reuters. It shows Harris 5% lead over Donald Trump. Kamala Harris gets 42% of the support from the people of the United States. However, Donald Trump gets only 37% of the support, and it is important and it is interesting that the previous poll did not show such a lead of Harris over Trump. That's why there is a big boost of morale, of enthusiasm, and of personal numbers of Kamala Harris and its support among American voters. And the second poll was conducted by the economist YouGo. This poll also shows Kamala Harris' lead over Donald Trump. It shows that she gets the support of 45% of US voters, but Trump gets only 43% of the support. And these two shows have shown us that there is a boost and there is a big increase of personal figures, personal numbers, and personal ratings, and personal level of support among the voters of the Kamala Harris and its campaign. And there have been some reports that Harris and Trump have already agreed to conduct debates on ABC news channels. These debates will take place on September 10, and Trump has finally agreed to participate in those debates, despite the fact that previously he refused to do that. That's all for today. Stay with us on our YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube, and glory to Ukraine.